I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. Please tell the story.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man.
Diddy sold me to his sugar daddy, and I barely managed to escape from there. Diddy and his sons tortured me a lot. I'm going to file a case against them. When Diddy adopted me, I was very young, but Diddy used to kiss me. He used to take me to his parties, and what I saw there is beyond description. Diddy used me.
So things just got wild following Diddy's recent court drama, and it's looking messy. The verdict is finally in, and word is he's facing a couple years behind bars. But that's not even the part shaking people up. It's what came after. His adopted daughter, Ava Baroni Combs, is allegedly stepping forward, ready to spill everything. Folks online say she's had enough of the lies, and this time, she's out to expose the whole family once and for all. Now, here's the thing. People can't wrap their heads around how Diddy managed to walk away with such a light sentence. After all the crimes and scandals tied to his name, only a few witnesses actually took the stand. That's beyond suspicious. Everyone expected a long list of people ready to testify against him, but instead, the courtroom stayed quiet, like someone made sure it did. And that's exactly what's driving people crazy. Because when you think about the years of lawsuits, the cover-ups, the secret settlements, and the wild accusations that somehow disappeared, it makes no sense that he only got hit with a minor charge. The streets say somebody powerful must be pulling strings behind the scenes. Even industry insiders are raising eyebrows. Jaguar Wright, who's been on Diddy and Jay-Z's neck for years, already warned fans that something shady was brewing. She said straight up, "Y'all don't see the lineup? Oh yeah, we see it. I'm just waiting to see who's next." Who? Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. That statement alone set the internet on fire. And let's not forget whistleblower Ali Carter. She's been dropping bomb after bomb, exposing Diddy's alleged dark side and his inner circle. In every clip she posted, she looked terrified, like she'd seen things she wished she could unsee. She claims she witnessed everything firsthand, and now fans are wondering, did her truth help spark Ava's decision to finally break her silence too? Every time Ali Carter spoke, you could feel the fear dripping off her words, the look in her eyes, those long pauses, the way her voice cracked. It all screamed that she'd seen something dark. She claimed she went through real horror at the hands of Diddy and a circle of powerful Hollywood insiders. Men and women, she said, were deep into secret rituals and twisted elite games. According to her, these people would allegedly do anything to stay young, rich, and untouchable in the industry, even things that sounded straight out of a nightmare. But then, just like Jaguar Wright, when the time came to take the stand, Ali Carter vanished. No warning, no statement, no goodbye post. She was just gone. Completely off the radar until after Diddy's trial wrapped up, and to this day, no one's heard from her again.
One of the kids that was one of the party favors, and a party favors means that you're set on top of a table and you're used as a toy for anybody who comes across the table or who wants to party at a certain time of night when the music stops and then the DJ starts flashing all these lights and they close the doors, and then everybody turns into like a frenzy and starts going into a crazed, animal-like, demonic state.
Some say she's hiding for her safety. Others whisper something darker happened to silence her. Whatever the case, her disappearance added another layer of mystery to the entire mess. Still, as wild as her story was, fans were waiting on one person who could have changed everything. Diddy's adopted daughter, Ava Baroni Combs. Her testimony was supposed to be the one that sealed Diddy's fate once and for all. People were counting on her to speak her truth and finally connect all the dots the world's been trying to figure out for years. Now, if you don't remember how Ava entered the picture, let's rewind to 2020, right when the world was locked down and everyone was living online. Live streams were booming. Celebrities were using them to stay relevant. And of course, Diddy jumped right in. Out of nowhere, he went live and dropped a bombshell. He had adopted a young white girl named Ava Baroni Combs. The announcement shocked everyone. The whole situation felt random and a little too staged. People instantly started digging, and what they found made it even weirder. During that same live, Ava tried to introduce herself, not by her name, but by her zodiac sign, like she was on a dating site or something. And when fans asked how she ended up in the Combs family, her explanation was vague, real vague. No backstory, no clear connection, just mystery after mystery. Something about it never sat right with people. Ava claimed that Diddy picked her up off the streets and invited her into his world, just like that. No mention of who her real family was, where she came from, or if she had any connection to his circle at all. She wasn't a classmate of his kids, not a neighbor, not a family friend, nothing. It was like she appeared out of thin air, and suddenly she was calling herself a Combs. That alone had people side-eyeing the whole story. What made things even stranger was Diddy's own comparison when explaining how he adopted her. He said he did it like Madonna does. Now come on, that's not exactly the cleanest example. Madonna's history with her adoptions has always been surrounded by controversy, with whispers that some of those kids were taken from their homes under sketchy circumstances. The best case scenario, people say, is that the families were paid to let them go. So for Diddy to drop that name as his reference, yeah, that rubbed everyone the wrong way. But here's where things really started to heat up. One person who wasn't afraid to speak out against Diddy was his former bodyguard, Gene Deal. This man had been by Diddy's side for years, knew his secrets, protected him through wild situations, and saw things most of us couldn't even imagine. But after they fell out, for reasons still kept quiet, Gene started talking. No one knows for sure what sparked the fallout. Maybe Gene had enough of the lies, or maybe Diddy tried to turn on him before he could talk. Whatever it was, once Gene walked away, he didn't hold back. He spilled major tea about what really went down behind closed doors. According to Gene, those infamous freak-offs everyone whispered about, they were real. He claimed there were people at those parties who had no business being there, and to make things even more disturbing, he said, Diddy's own mother, Janice Combs, was part of it too. Gene alleged she wasn't just aware, she was fully supportive of the wild scenes that took place. That revelation shook everyone to their core. After Gene Deal's claims hit the net, the streets went crazy. Folks couldn't believe what they were hearing. Diddy's own mother allegedly being involved in those twisted scenes. That was too much to process. It had people questioning how deep the darkness in that household really ran. Gene didn't sound like a man chasing clout either. His tone was tired, almost regretful, like he'd been holding those secrets in for too long. He said he saw things he couldn't unsee, things that made him walk away for good. Soon after, social media detectives started digging again, pulling up old clips, interviews, and even house footage from Diddy's parties. That's when things started to click. There were whispers about strange energy around the Combs mansion. Guests walking in all smiles and leaving looking spooked, like something off camera happened inside those walls. People started connecting dots between Diddy's history of all-night events and the rumors about private rituals that a few ex-associates had hinted at before.
Don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different.
And just when things were calming down, Ava Baroni Combs started trending again. Fans noticed that her old posts and photos had vanished, her TikTok wiped, her Instagram deactivated, her interviews gone from YouTube. It was like someone was cleaning up her digital trail. The timing was way too convenient. Right after the verdict and right after Gene's bombshell resurfaced, that's when folks began asking the real question. Where is Ava now? Some claim she's been kept quiet, allegedly under pressure not to speak against the Combs family. Others think she's preparing to go public, collecting evidence and protecting herself before dropping a tell-all that could shake Hollywood to its core. Whatever's happening, insiders are saying the family's in panic mode behind closed doors, trying to control the narrative before Ava opens her mouth. One former Bad Boy producer even hinted in a podcast that Diddy's been scrambling to keep certain family matters private since the trial ended. And when asked if it had to do with Ava, he just laughed and said, "Let's just say she knows too much." That one line lit the internet up like wildfire. So now everyone's waiting, wondering if Ava's disappearance means she's being silenced or if she's plotting her comeback with receipts that could destroy everything. Either way, if she speaks, it's going to be the kind of bombshell that'll have Hollywood shaking. Now here's where it gets even crazier. After Ava's sudden disappearance from the internet, a few insiders started dropping cryptic messages, like they knew something the public didn't. One blogger claimed that Ava was last seen leaving a gated property in LA just days before the verdict dropped, escorted by two men who weren't her usual security. People instantly suspected that someone close to the Combs circle made sure she was out of sight before things got too hot. Then came the alleged voice note, a clip that made its rounds on Reddit before vanishing. In it, a young woman sounding just like Ava said, "They're trying to control my story. If anything happens, just know I tried to tell the truth." The file got deleted within hours, but not before fans screen recorded and spread it across TikTok. That was enough to reignite every conspiracy tied to Diddy's case. People saying the industry was closing ranks again to protect its golden boy. And while Ava stayed silent, Jaguar Wright reappeared online, furious. She went live saying, "I told y'all this would happen." Every time someone tries to speak on Diddy, they vanish or their story disappears. That rant alone pulled millions of views overnight, and folks started piecing together old receipts, linking Diddy's empire to names nobody expected. Meanwhile, insiders claim Diddy's camp has been running serious damage control.
So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you.
Pulling strings to scrub mentions of Ava from platforms and even reaching out to former Bad Boy affiliates to keep quiet for now. But some of them ain't staying quiet anymore. One former staff member allegedly told a gossip blog that Ava saw things inside the mansion no outsider should have seen, hinting at secret meetings, coded conversations, and people showing up in the middle of the night wearing disguises. The more details drop, the stranger it all got. Fans are saying Ava might be sitting on evidence that connects Diddy's Hollywood dealings to something way bigger, like a chain of powerful people protecting each other through influence, fear, and money. So now the streets are buzzing. Was Ava forced to disappear? Or is she hiding to prepare her ultimate expose? Because if that leaked voice note was real, it sounds like she's been planning something massive. Whatever the case, people are convinced this story isn't over. It's just getting started. If Mama Diddy really knew about those wild freak-off sessions and still walked into court smiling, holding her grandkids' hands like she was a saint, that's beyond crazy. The whole act suddenly feels fake, like everyone's just playing roles for the cameras while hiding the real truth behind closed doors. It's the double life that's got people talking, wondering what else might have been covered up all this time. But here's the real shocker. Ava Baroni Combs is back in the headlines. She's allegedly gone viral for finally speaking out, claiming that Diddy took her away from her home and forced her into disturbing, inappropriate acts. If that's true, this could flip everything upside down. Social media's been in chaos ever since the clips dropped, with users demanding proof, police attention, and accountability. Still, nobody can say for sure if it's really Ava speaking. That's where things get murky. There have been too many girls popping up online saying they're her, but none of them have solid proof. It's been years since anyone's seen the real Ava, and the few old videos of her as a kid don't help much since she'd be older now. With her identity unclear, the internet split between believing this could be the truth finally breaking through, or just another setup meant to throw people off. Meanwhile, public reactions are explosive. One furious user wrote, "Dirty Diddy needs to stay in jail without bail for life, and the rest of that cult belongs right there with him." Another added, "Ava was underage and passed around. They all knew and nobody stopped it." The comments keep stacking up. The outrage is growing, and the mystery around Ava's identity is deepening by the hour. Whether it's her or someone trying to expose the truth in her name, people can feel something big coming. And this time, the internet isn't looking away. This whole situation is heartbreaking. People online are genuinely worried, asking, where are the children? And is Ava even safe right now? The comments have been pouring in nonstop, with fans sending prayers for Ava and everyone who may have suffered in silence under Diddy's power. One user wrote, "Sending prayers for all the victims. Dirty Diddy had unlimited chances, and too many got hurt in the process. Rest in peace, Kim Porter." That message hit hard and had thousands agreeing instantly. Another person pointed out the biggest contradiction of all. Diddy said Ava had loving parents, but this young girl said she was living on the streets. Make it make sense. That line summed up exactly what everyone's been feeling. None of this adds up. The story's been twisted so many times, people don't know what to believe anymore. And if even half of what's being said is true, then this goes way deeper than just one man's crimes. It's about a whole system built to protect him. And then came the wildest comment yet. Someone boldly said, "I've been saying it. Quincy should definitely be in prison for Ava." That one shook the internet to its core, bringing even more questions about who really knew what was going on in that mansion. Fans want answers, and fast. Now everyone's torn between two possibilities. Was that really Ava speaking out in those viral clips? Or are we being played by deepfake technology and AI manipulation? Because in 2025, nothing can be ruled out. Some say her voice sounded older and real. Others think it was too perfect to be authentic. But one thing's for sure, the world is paying attention now, and the Combs family can't hide behind silence anymore. So what do you think? Was that the real Ava finally breaking her silence, or another attempt to twist the narrative before the truth drops for real? Drop your thoughts below. We want to hear everything, and don't forget, hit that like, subscribe, and share button to keep this story alive and push it out to everyone who needs to see it. Let's keep digging till the truth comes out, and I'll see you on the next one.